Welcome, guys, to this new webinar for the Alpha AI Plus V5, which is our newest version of Alpha AI Plus. So in this webinar, actually, we'll talk about what is the new features added to the system. Actually, so excited to talk about it because it is. I'm not going to say it is actually the most advanced system we ever made by far. So in this new system, we had a lot of features. One of them is called the prop firm mode, which is very, very, very good. So I'm going to show you now what it actually is, but prop firm mode is most of us trading prop firms, for sure. I would say like 99% of futures trading nowadays, they are trading on prop firm. So the biggest challenge we have when you trade prop firm is the drawdown, of course. Most of the prop firm using drawdown. Some of them use end of day. Some of them using live drawdown. Some of them using end of day max loss, whatever. So in this system, also another rules, which is the profit target rules. Some prop firm now has the percentage profit per trade. Like Epix has it now, Topstep have it, I think 30% rule, which means you cannot make in any single trade more than 30% of the total profit target for the specific account. One of the rules. So when we designed the system in the beginning, like all of us been with me trading the quant system using the S1, 2, 3, 4 signals, using supply and demand, EI volume, and we're using the current day high and low, all this good stuff. We used trading for a long time, and it's very successful, very good, but it needs a lot of work for us to see what if the market is above or below the 100, what's the distance to the current day high and low, and then should we take the trade the whole day, or we take one trade and go? It's a lot of things. So my thoughts all the time was, what if we can make something that actually take all these trades for us, or print signals by option? And also, what if we can add all these filters and more by choice? We can add more filters, we can make it no filters, we can dynamically do it on live. And also, what if we have an option to actually monitor the drawdown live and the profit target live? And what also actually is to print the stop loss and the profit target for us. So if you want to turn it on to make trade for you, you can. If you want to make it off, take the trade manual, but you can have the target and stop loss in place. So you don't need to worry about, where should I put my stop? No. That's why we designed Alpha AI Plus in the first place. Now I'm going to show you, actually it's taking trade live now, as you can see. And I'm going to show you now what actually Alpha AI Plus V5 is. So the V5 has most of the AI Plus, but we add more stuff in it. And the most important thing we add to this one is the prop firm mode. If you guys can see the prop firm mode, I will explain it what it is. So we have a template also. We have a template here. This template, we made it is specifically for the 150K account from Epix. This specific template, it generates for the last 90 days roughly $22,000 would draw down $4,000, which is very cool. So because the drawdown for the 150 is 5K, so it never touched actually. So that is very profitable actually template. We're working on a lot of templates in the future. We're gonna working on an ES, crude oil, gold. But again, my question to you is, do you want to make money from trading, or do you care about which market you trade? Because I got this a lot, okay? I want to trade RTI. I want to trade crude oil. Why? Like, why? I don't care about trading NQ, ES, crude oil, garbage. I don't care. I don't care about how much money I make. So if we make a template that actually make you 22K in 3 months from NQ, that's very good actually. I don't care if it's NQ, yes, crude oil. I should be agree with me because we are not trading because we love trade ES. I don't care. I trade because I want to make money. So what's going to happen now? I'm going to explain all and everything about this system, and then I will show you the plan, how you can actually, make money out of it, and eventually you're going to make a lot of money if you just follow what I'm saying. It's not hard, but it's going to need discipline, right? So the Alpha AI Plus, first, we have the auto trade mode on or off. You can turn it off. If you turn it off and enable the strategy, it will only print the signals with the profit and stop. If you turn it on, it will take the trades for you, depending on the parameters you add. And again, all these parameters is already included in the template we provide you and in a future template. But again, you can play with it, you can do whatever. And that's why I would explain also why we need you here. And then we have the quantity. So all this section is for the auto trade mode, all this section. So we have how many contracts we need, what is the start time, because this is actually running on VPS. That's why I have it 8:30 Chicago time and end time 3:30. So basically from market open to market close. If you're Eastern, it's going to be 9:30 to 4:30. Daily max profit. So this bot has, or the system has, a daily max profit. If you reach it, you're not going to take any trade. Same with the max loss. So for this specific template, daily max profit is $2,000, daily max loss is 1. And then we have the entry offset, which means this bot actually, it doesn't take trades in market orders. It takes trade on limit orders, either sell limit or buy limit. Okay, so this is the offset. So if we print a signal like this one here, right, or this one, whatever, the bot will actually take a trade, wait for the bar close, and then we add the entry below or above the signal, depending on how many offset ticks you have. And then you have the stop limit slippage, which means if the market a little bit move faster, and then how many ticks for the slippage we can actually still place the trade. So mean if we add a sell limit and market go fast, and sometimes because market go fast, it's going to actually pass the sell limit by 2 ticks. It will actually go market order buy or sell. And max stale bars, which means because this bot take a trade on limit order. So let's say the bot take at a sell limit here, and the market actually never touch it. It's go out down here and go up, never touch it. After how many bars, the bot will actually cancel the limit order and look for new signal. In this scenario, it's 5. Okay, so after 5 bars, if no touch, will cancel and look for the new signal. And also, this bot, if you enable the on trading on mode, it will only take trades if it is flat. So this signal actually from this trade here, from this signal, not from this one, from this one. It didn't take this one because it's still in a trade. So it will not take any trades whatsoever unless it is flat. Right? And then you have the signals here. You have the S1, S2, S3, S4. So now keep them on, all of them. Don't touch anything. And then we have the EMA confirmation that we use all the day, like 100 EMA for confirmation. That's 100. And then we have the quant proxy. This, please do not touch anything here. But we can actually play with it if you backtest it. It doesn't matter. We have the minimum is 8, the max is EMA is 20, and the overall is 50. Now we have the AI volume options. We have the AI volume SMA period is 30 multiplied by 2. Follow-up windows for bar is 10, which means is when we have an AI volume signal printed, you guys remember these, the small green and red arrows? This means if a specific bar has passed the SMA period, whatever value add here, which is this case 30, multiplied by 2, which means we already have a very high spike on value. Then it will print the AI volume signal, and then it will look for any S1, S2, whatever the market looking for. Then we have the supply and demand zones. What is the look bar? How many bars you want the system to look for supply and demand, right? What is the zone tick size? If you guys can remember, we always use 4 ticks for the NQ supply and demand zone. That's why here. S3 breakout buffer. So the buffer is if we have a breakout and the market actually never touched the supply and demand area, and how many ticks we should look for breakout, to consider it a signal, even if not touch it. This 8. Same for the reversal. If we have an S4 signal, which is the reversal, market go up, never touch the area, and give me a reversal signal, opposite direction, how many ticks we have to consider the signal even without touching the area? In this scenario is 8. Okay. Now we also have the current day open and low filters we use all the time, and also by period day on and low, same thing, and then the minimum distance. So in this case 4 ticks. So we need at least if the distance between the signals and the current day high and low is 4 ticks or less, we'll not take any trades. Also, you can change this. You can make it whatever you want to make it, right? Timing. Now, the other option is signal on bar close. This is also a very good feature here, because in our old system, we used to trade tick by tick. So the bar used printing the signal while the bar is performing. In this case, you can actually make it on bar close, which we prefer. It's going to filter a lot of noise. So we can make it on and off. We prefer it's on. We have the cool down bars. Cool down bars means after how many bars we need the system to stop looking for a new signals. So let's say if the print signal now, like this one here, it's not going to look any signals unless it's printed for 5 bars or more. It's mean cool down bars. You need which kind of a way to filter the signals. Also, we have the minimum body ticks. If we have a very small bar, which is 3, in this case 3 ticks or more, it will not consider it as a signal because it's a very small bar. You can also change it. Now we have the most advanced filter, which was not added before for our system. This is a new here, which is you have 2 filters now. We have the filter base, which means you can add it to everything. You can make it none. You can add the EDX filter, EMA slop, ETR, higher time frame. So if in this scenario we didn't use any filters here, but you can use whatever you want to use. If you use, let's say if you use ADX, then we have the ADX minimum here and ADX period. In this scenario, if the ADX is less than 18, it will not take trade. Same for the EMA slop. EMA slop means the curve of EMA. So if we have the EMA slop is 2 ticks or less, it will not take trades. Also, you can change it. ATR period is 14, minimum ATR is 8. So if the ATR is less than 8, also we can change it. It will not take trades. Higher time frame. What's the higher time frame type you want? You have 1 minute, days, whatever you want to do. In this case, 15 minutes, and then the EMA is 50, which means if the market is for long signals, the market must be above the 50 EMA for the 15 minutes time frame. And same with the short, right? It's for higher trend. In this scenario, we don't use that because again, we backtest all these templates for like 6 months. So we used everything, and this template is the best result so far. Okay. Now, the most advanced filter actually we have now is the dynamic filter, which means you can actually choose which filter or none depending on the day, if it's inside day or outside day. So if you guys can know, inside day means is the current day. I'm talking about the daily now, not the daily chart. The current day is within the previous day open and close. This is the inside day. Most likely for inside days, it's a very choppy day, most of the time. And outside day now, the market open and then boom, past the open, the close and open for the last day, then it's outside. In this scenario, you can actually choose which filter for each scenario. For inside day in this template, we use EME stop, volume of 4. For outside day, nothing. We don't use anything. So the only filter actually in this template is if it is inside day, we use the EME stop. All right, that's for the filters. It's very, very good. Now we have the stop targets. Stop offsets. How many ticks offset? Because I also, before I talk about the offset, the new thing also about the V5 is the stop mode. You can change between how do you want the stop loss to be. You want a bar, high and low, or do you want it at the swing? And also can change how many bars for the swing strength. In this scenario is 5 bars, which means the stop loss, you guys can see here, the stop loss actually at the count from the signal, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at the stop loss here. So it's going to add 5 loss. It's going to calculate the last 5 bars, and it's going to basically add the stop loss with the offset at the high or low for the last 5 bars, which is the swing in this scenario. So this is offset ticks. Risk reward. If you guys can see the system print signals and the stop loss line at the swing low or high and the target. It's going to print it regardless if you make it on, the trade on or off, it's going to print it regardless. So you can see by your eye what's happening. So that the system will calculate how many ticks you risk, and then by changing this, it will add a target. So in this scenario, in this template here, it's a 4-time risk reward, which is huge. Which means each tick we risk is going to be multiplied by 4. So if we one trade, we're risking 100 ticks, that target will be 400 ticks, right? And then we have the dash line, ticks how many thickness for the line itself. And same thing for the stop thickness, which is visual stuff. And then also you can change the long stripes, colors, make any color you want, same for the short. And also the offset for text, target, stop, you can change the offset. You can also play sound if you want. You can check this mark and add the sound file here, and then it will play it. Now, the funny stuff happening now, which is, I'm very proud we did this, which is the prop firm mode. So the prop firm mode, when you check on, which is in this scenario, it's on already. All you need to do now is, whatever account size you use, we suggest using this template with the 150K account epics. It's very good with this specific account. You add here, what is your daily drawdown? What is your max drawdown for this account? For the 150K account, it's $5,000. And then we have the TD safety buffer, which means if we're gonna almost reach our drawdown, what is the safety buffer we need to reach before canceling the trade? It's $200. Also, we have an option to hardly daily stops when you use unrealized, which means is if we are in a trade and for any reason, like let's say now also we have the account profit target, have to add it here, $9,000, and the max profit per trade, 30%. So let's say you are in a trade now and the daily profit is $9,000. So the 30% out of $9,000, I think is 1,800. I think like 2,400. I think. I'm not sure. Let me check calculator. So let's say $9,000 times 30 divided by 100, $2,700. So you cannot make any trades, make profit more than $2,700 by any chance. You cannot, right? So let's say you are in a trade now and market is moving good, and moving up, and you are up $20,000, $2,000 the profit, blah, blah, blah. Now, you cannot exceed 2,700. And we also have the 200 safety buffer here, which means It's not going to actually wait until to be $2,700 and close. No. It will actually, once it reaches 2,500, it will cancel because we don't want to wait for anything happen unusual. This is the buffer here. Same for the max loss. Same thing. So at $2,500, it will actually automatically close the trade even without touching the target. And also count unrealized in daily caps. So they're gonna count the unrealized profit with the realized profit to see if we reach the daily. Let's say you take a trade in the beginning and you make $500. Keep in mind, we have a daily profit for $2,000. And this $500 is already profit, realized. And you have unrealized profit of $1,500, actually $2,000, realized profit $2,000, it will also close the trade. Why? Because it takes the realized profit, $500, and the unrealized profit, the $2,000, together is $2,500, adding to the daily safety net, 200, which is going to be the $2,700 maximum profit per trade, and it will close the trade immediately. All this happen in lifetime, like life. You don't need to touch it, right? And so the way the system works is it is actually taking all the hard work for you. You don't need to do anything. But again, we are not talking about something you can. I'm going to show you what's the plan, how we're going to do it, what's actually, the promising thing about it is this system has huge amount of options, filters, stuff you can change, stuff you can add. It is crazy. You can spend weeks and weeks and weeks back testing this with different templates, different back markets, different time frame. It is crazy. We come up with this 150K template for almost like 6 months back testing until we come up with this one. The reason we need all of you here with us is, that's why we didn't do any marketing so far. We didn't do any YouTube ads or anything, nothing. We just work. We need 50 traders, 50 from our community to work with us in this. So anyone who joined the system, that's why it's this cheap now. It's a lifetime license. I think it's like 479 or 97. I'm not sure how much now, but it's a lifetime license. We do this because we need you to be with us. We have a weekly meeting with all our members, so we can run it on the VPS, on the 150K account, and also in the back end, we test another template. We have one of our members actually is working on the template in crude oil. It's very promising. And anyone creating template will share with us immediately because we need, again, if we have another template, we can make money. Why not? Still keep working. Plus, we also still adding more stuff to this. So any update features, you're gonna have it for sure. So that's why the system, the way we design it is we design it to be trading for us, but also hands-on. So the plan here is, once you get the system, you're gonna need to get yourself a VPS, and do not buy a cheap VPS. This one like $20 a month. No, get yourself a nice one. I suggest Chart VPS. You can search it up. I'm not affiliated with them or anything like that, but they are the best VPS out there. So go to Chart VPS, get the cheapest one. I think $70 a month, 70. Get the $70 a month. Get yourself Apex account 150K, not 250, not 50, 150K. And run this template on it. And when you run the template on the VPS, on the 150K account, just, don't just leave it and I'm go sleep. I'm not going to touch it and then next month. No. There is actually a protocol. We share it together and all of our members know about it. Is we have protocol to use. We open the VPS every morning before the market open, make sure it's running, and we wait 10-15 minutes to see what's happening in the market. And also, nothing happened, everything is good, no trade. And again, it couldn't. Sometimes it take trade at like last Friday, the market, the system take only one trade, and it was at 2 p.m. 11 a.m. Pacific time, which is 2 p.m. Eastern. Only one trade. And this trade will continue it until the market close, because the bot will automatically close the trade at the close of the market. It was $800 profit. That's bad. So because this system has 4-to-1 profit ratio, we don't care if we have a losing trade or no. This trade you have now, it might be losing. I don't care, because we have a 4-to-1. 4-to-1, which if I have one losing day, I don't care. Two losing days, I don't care. The 4-to-1, it will catch it immediately. So if you have one losing day and we have 2-to-1 daily profit, one day you're gonna make up 2 days. That's fine. And all this result is already back tested for the last 90 months. Right? So you're gonna open the chart in the morning, open the VPS, make sure everything is correct, close it, come back again within like 2-3 hours, see everything is good. All you need to do, don't touch, don't close, don't do anything. Right? This trade actually, it was up $500. It was here, like you can see, it was here, and then pull back on us. If you are in a trade, okay, I'm gonna close. Do not touch it. Leave it. Even if it's close, even if it was winning and end up losing, this for $500 is not gonna affect your drawdown. That's $500 from $5,000. It doesn't matter. The system calculated for you. You don't need to worry. So by saying, open the chart, open the VPS, do not interfere with it. Do not touch anything, do not close the trade. Just let's do it thing. All you need to make sure is the target on place, stop loss on place. That chart doesn't have any issues. Everything is good. Fine, beautiful. Close your chart, close your VPS. Come back after market close, see what's happening. Have a losing day, winning day, it doesn't matter. And the most important thing, you guys have to be careful, especially these days, because we living in the days now, if you guys can see the news, like the world is actually on edge. Like all this shit happening around the world between Russia, Ukraine, Middle East, blah, 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 China, it's everywhere, We don't know what's going to happen. And everything will affect the market, right? That's why we working on another update. We will add something using AI to detect any spike from the news to automatically shut down the bot, because we don't want to trade during the big news. Like let's say Russia hit NATO or NATO hit Russia, whatever. This big shit news happening, market will be crazy. We don't want to do that. You wanna in this situation, you want to be on the side. Don't trade. So all you need to do is during the day, make sure you have something to watch. Not what if you subscribe to any news channel or anything, like give you alert to just be aware of what's happening around you. Don't just put the bot in the system and go vacation. No. If you want to go vacation, turn it off. Trust me, turn it off. You have to be aware. Do we have any news today? Anything happen? And also, you have to have access to the VPS whenever you are. You can actually access VPS from your phone, by the way. It's very easy. You can go to VPS from your phone. There is an app for that. Because you don't know what's going to happen. If any shit happening, any news, any crazy stuff, go and turn it off the bot immediately. And there is only one news we don't use the system for. It's the FOMC day. So any FOMC days, we don't trade it. Stop trading. And we also discussed this in our weekly meeting with our members, is we go to economic calendar, and then we see what's the FOMC days, and then we make a reminder one day before to turn off the bot. That's the only day we don't trade. FOMC days. Anything we can trade, no problem. Easy. So there is a little bit of homework here, is to be on top of your bot to make sure it's working before the market open. Make sure it's close all the position, market close, everything is good. Make sure that no crazy news happening. If there is any shit happening, close your bot immediately. Do not, even if you are in the middle of trade and there is a news happening, something shit, close the trade and turn it off the bot until everything is stable. You must do that. Otherwise, you're going to blow the account. So the plan here is, once you get the system, get yourself a VPS from short VPS specifically, get yourself a 150K account, and then trade the bot on the 150K account, doing the same protocol we do every day, until you pass the evaluation account. It might take you 6 weeks, 5 weeks, who knows? Once you pass it, and also there is another option. If you have a little bit extra money, you can actually buy 2 accounts. One of them has drawdown, which Epic's 150, and you can get another one, 150, from any other company using end of day max loss, not drawdown. And trade both accounts if you have money for that. If you don't, just trade Epics. The reason I say both is you will see which one you prefer in the future, because we're going to scale after that. So once you pass the evaluation account, your goal is to take $3,000 profit from the first month of trading P account. Do not trade weekly. Just wait until the end of the month and then take $3,000 only. Once you take the $3,000, go buy another 15 accounts, and do not actually this trade stop loss, and do not buy the 15 accounts for the same company. Don't do that. Actually, I'm very glad now. Actually, I have this a stop trading now, stop loss trading now, because I don't want to say, there is no losing trade. There is losing trades, and I don't care. I don't give a damn about losing or winner, because the system is working. The last 90 days, the result was unbelievable. So I don't care if it was winning trade or losing trade. I don't give a shit. It will leave it, do its thing. So once you're done buying the 15 accounts, we discuss which account you buy from which. So we also say, like, I buy 5 from Epics, 1 from Topstep, because I think Topstep now cannot buy more than 1. And there is a Legend Trading, also buy 1. There's a lot of companies, like diversify your portfolio within 5-6 different companies, and run them on 3 VPSs. Each VPS has 5 accounts maximum. Do not trade more than 5 accounts on 1 VPS. And repeat the same process. Now, instead of having 1 VPS, you have now 3 or 4 VPS running, and then same thing, open them every day, make sure it's running, check the news, everything is good, keep running until you pass, and then your job is to withdraw $3,000 from each account. So realistically, the first 2 months you're not gonna make any money. Actually, this 2-3 months you're not gonna make any money, which is very cool, because you're already preparing for that. From the month number 3, you're gonna start making $3,000 a month. From month number 5, you're gonna start making around $30,000 to $40,000 a month from all these evaluation firms. Once you take this money, you're gonna go open yourself a live account with 20K to 40K account. You can use a brokerage, you can use whatever you want to use, any brokerage, live trading account, and get yourself another VPS running this live account and let it run by itself. Now you already have 40K making money for you. This is gonna, create for you around $5,000 to $6,000 from this 40K account. And then with the 40K account, actually you can trade 2 contracts in Q, not 1. You can trade 2 contracts, which is gonna be profit target be around $4,000 a day. Monthly is gonna be around $10,000. And then you withdraw only 5 a month from this live account until you double the account. And each double, you increase your limit, withdrawdown limit by 100%. So 40K, you only draw 5. Once trade 80K profit, you only withdraw, and then you withdraw 10, and so on and so forth. By the own meaning, if you follow this strategy, you also have an Excel sheet for that. By the year number 2, you should actually making around, I would say, 100 to 150K a month. It seems, so good to be true, but again, nothing is impossible. Nothing is impossible. And we're not gonna just give you the system and you go do it yourself and see you later. No, we have this meeting every week. We have the score, because it's a big potential. Like I would say over 95% success rate. It's a big potential, and it's a very promising. And you don't need to sit in a chart, by the way. You don't need to waste your time. Go. Just enjoy your life, and but just be aware: is this actually a business, and it's not something you and get and forget? Be on top of everything, and just, it's gonna take like 10 minutes a day, 15 minutes a day. That's it. Okay. So the reason actually we make it for we didn't advertise it. We didn't make any YouTube channels, sorry, ads or anything like that, because we need 50 traders with us from our community. That's why I give you this 400 something lifetime license, because we need you to be with us this time. We need all of us to work and create a new template. And there is one guy now creating. I told you about the crude oil template. It's a beautiful template. I'm gonna share it. And there's a lot of smart people with us here. A lot of smart people actually. So trade this our account and leave it, and then on the side, if you want to spend some time, like 1 hour a day or whatever, back test new templates, new market, play with all the settings, make new stuff, share it with us. Who knows? We might by the end of 3-4 months we have another 5-6 templates better than NQ. But so far the NQ is the best one. And your mind, you should always think about what is the best way to make money, regardless of how much, or regardless of which market I trade. Because I don't care, you should be care too. I care about how much money I make. Okay? So once you join, in your members area, it's going to be an option to download everything, which is going to be the bot itself and the template. Download them, get the VPS. I didn't share any link for the VPS because it's not affiliate. I'm not affiliated with anyone. You can go Google it, Sharp VPS, and buy your account from there. Also, same Epix. I'm not affiliated with anyone. Go Epix, buy account from there, and run it. And make sure to join our Discord group and join our weekly. We have a weekly meeting, Q&A with all our members. Every week we meet for an hour. Maybe sometimes we go to like 2 hours sometimes. And we talk, we share screens, we listen to each other. What happened today? What happened last week? Blah, blah, blah. What's the result? What's the best practice? We share our experience with each other. All right. That's it, guys. I wish all of you be with me. By the way, we almost reached the 50. So I'm not, by the time you watch this, I'm not sure if we reach it or not, but hopefully you have a spot. Because after this 50, we're going to actually make it 1 year subscription. Again, we're going to start scaling. And this, we didn't discuss how much it's going to be yearly, but it's going to be around $1,200 a year. $1,200 a year minimum, because we spend a lot of money on this. So we're not going to give it less than that, 100%. So if you didn't reach the 50, please do it now. And even if you reach it and you still want to join, even if you pay the $1,200 a year, that's nothing. You're talking about around $100 a month. I'm talking about you can have a potential to make $100K a month within like a year from now. So it's still nothing. $1,200 is still nothing a year, nothing to what we're gonna get. Plus the support, the weekly meeting, all the efforts and energy we spend on the system is huge. All right, that's it, guys. And hope you see all of you in the weekly webinars and also in the Discord. Thank you so much.